Hey guys, so this is going to be an overview of my MAC palettes as promised from my collection video. Aside from my palettes, I am going to show you all of the palettes that I have from MAC, so we'll call this an overview of my whole MAC eyeshadow collection. So I'm going to get started because I have a ton, as you saw in my collection video, so let me just... Hi Jakers. Okay. We will start. This is my most used. This is my pride and joy. I would be lost without this palette. I literally use it every single day regardless of the different colors. So, okay, starting down here. All right, I might need to check, but this is Charcoal Brown, Orb, Embar, Glamour Check, Espresso, Brulee, and Bisque. This is Honesty, Soft Brown, Naked Lunch. This is Brown Script, Kid, Woodwinked, Femme Dazzle Light, Pin Curl, Smoke and Diamonds, Flip, Expensive Pink, Nylon, Shroom, Sable, Carbon, Amber Lights, and Sketch. So these are most of my neutrals. Obviously I like them because they're neutrals and I can wear them every day, but these colors and like these colors are all my all over lid colors. Obviously the darker colors go on my crease. Out of this palette, my favorite colors would have to be Naked Lunch. Absolutely love Naked Lunch. It's a great neutral. Same goes for Shroom, Grand Entrance, which I don't know if I even said that one. Grand Entrance is a great inner highlight. Smoke and Diamonds is a great gray. Matte Black for Carbon. Amber Lights is a really pretty gold. Sketch is one of my favorite crease colors. I love using either Charcoal Brown or Espresso for just defining the crease. They just do really well. And then I use Bisque, Brulee, and Orb for just like all over evening out of my pigmentation. So like after Painterly, I'll put those colors over it. So that's that. And then this is my other palette that's incomplete. This is Deep Damson, which is a MAC Pro color. Folly, Ground Brown, Shale, Omega, Mylar, Tempting, Style Snob, Antiqued, All That Glitters. This is Vellum, Empty. This is a pressed vanilla pigment. And then we have Beauty Marked and Shadowy Lady. So these colors aren't colors I use as much, but I like these three because they're mattes. This is like a more burgundy version of Sketch. I really like that. These two are really good crease colors. It's like a deep purples, Beauty Marked and Shadowy Lady. I love Style Snob. Antique is a lot like Glamour Check, so I don't reach for that as much. Mylar is a really, really nice highlighter inner corner. So that's that palette. Then this is my color palette, which I very barely use. This is just a mark shadow that I have. I don't know why that's in there. Okay, so we have Swish, Of Summer, Parfait Amour, Beautiful Iris, Winter Sky from the Chill collection, Stars and Rockets. This is Sunset Bee and Pen and Pink. And then we have, I don't know these colors. This is Deep Truth. This is the Famous Parrot. This is, oh my god, I don't know these colors. This is Aquavert and Aquadesiac. Really pretty underlining for the lower lid. This is a pressed pigment of Bell Bottom Blue. This is really pretty, and I forget what it's called, from the Star Flash Fashion. I don't wear that enough, actually. I need to get more use out of that. Okay, then we have Steamy and Shimmer Moss. This is Freshwater, which is really good. Really, really good. Cool Mint, or Cool Heat. This one is Fab and Flashy, the orange one, and Gorgeous Gold. So these are just accent colors for underlining my lower lash line if I want like a really pretty colored crease. Okay, then I do have some singles that were in some limited edition collections. This is Cranberry from the Otherworldly, but it is permanent. This is Floof, which is also permanent, but it was in the Emmanuel Ungaro. These two I haven't depotted yet. This is Mulled Cider and Chamomile, which is kind of like nylon. You will note from my palettes is that I did take out the separator. Normally when you get a MAC palette, it holds 15 and it looks like this. And you can put 15 shadows, but because I didn't want to have I had like 5 or 6 palettes at one point because they didn't all fit. I figured out that you could pop out the separator in between. If you just kind of wedge like a really sharp object, be careful, in between here, and you can pop this little thing out, then your palettes will hold 26 shadows. So that's so much better than only 15. So that's what I did for this one and for my color palette, and then that way you can fit a lot more in. They're easier to travel with. You don't have to take like 75 palettes with you. You could just take, you know, 1 or 2, but you definitely can fit 26 shadows better than 15. So it's better to save your money that way too. These palettes you can get at MAC or MAC Pro. A lot of them I depotted. They come in these little pots, and then you can depot them. There's a whole bunch of videos on YouTube on how to depot them. A lot of them you could just buy in the pan form, and then you just slip them in your palettes, which is a lot easier. And they're cheaper that way too. The only thing with these is you can back to MAC these. So you kind of just have to weigh out your options of what you want to do. But I hope that helps you too, because I thought that I would maybe get some questions about why my palettes look different than average MAC palettes. I guess I need to show you pigments too, don't I? Alright, so we have Sweet Sienna, Blonde's Gold, love it, Naked, Milk from Hello Kitty, it's like a pinky frost. This is Mutiny, Vanilla, which everybody needs to have vanilla. Jardinières, which is a really pretty champagne. Circle Plum. Melon, great color for summer, all over lid. Chocolate Brown. And Tan, which is like a bronzy pink color, and I really like that. Then I have some samples. I'm going to run through and I'll tell you the different pigment samples that I have. I have Golden Olive, Golden Lemon, which is a bright yellow, Mutiny, which I already have in a full size, Chartreuse, which is a really light green, Pink Pearl, which I think came out with Heatherette, Kitschmas, which is a lot like Milk from Hello Kitty, Grape, which is a deep purple, Deep Blue Green, which is like a obvious blue green, but it has some brown undertones. It's really pretty. Violet, Cornflower, Sweet Sienna, which I have in full size, Gold Mode, Naked, I have this one in full size, Pink Opal, which is an awesome highlight. It's like iridescent. Chocolate Brown. You can see that I started off with a lot of these samples and loved them so much that I ended up buying the full size. And I think that's it, and then I just have one glitter, and it's the Reflex Antique Gold Glitter. I'm not a big glitter fan, but yeah. You're probably going to ask me where I got these. Oh, and I do have this little pigment from a holiday set in teal. And you're probably going to ask me where I got these, and to be honest, I got them from thebodyneeds.com because that's where I was told you could get pigments. And the more and more I've been hearing that they are not authentic, which I really find that hard to believe because as you can see all the pigments that I have, and I do have the full size authentic ones, and I've never had an issue or questioned it. So I don't know if they're fake or not. Those are pigments. As far as MAC palettes go, I have the Smoky Eyes Quad from the Holiday 2008 collection, which I never go anywhere without when I travel. These are all of my special edition palettes. This is the Manish Aurora. It took me forever to find this. I don't even think I've used it yet. This is Dame Edna, and it's the Wisteria palette. This is the Dress Camp palette. Looks like that. This is a blush, pretty blush. And the Heatherette palette, and this was the Trio 2 with the purple and pink. Okay, then I have the holiday palette from this past year, 2009, the Smoky Eyes. Really good colors. I have both of the Hello Kitty quads, Lucky Tom, which I've been using a lot. I love these colors. And then 2 Dolly, which are these really pretty colors. I have the Notoriety quad, Faffy quad. I love these two colors, and that's a good crease color. This is the Faffy Eyes 1. And my favorite palette of all, the Spiced Chocolate. It took me forever to find this one too, and I ended up paying crazy price for it. But this is a great palette. Absolutely love it. I think it was my favorite one that MAC ever came out with. So I think that's it. I realized that a lot of my collection were probably featuring shadows and pigments that you can no longer get, and I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of messages and comments as to where you can get them. And honestly, majority of the ones that I have that were discontinued in limited edition I found at CCOs. I've gotten off allcosmeticswholesale.com. I've never gotten any eyeshadows or pigments off eBay. Be careful with eBay because there's a ton of counterfeit stuff on there. But yeah, I don't know where to tell you to get these things other than check your local cosmetic company outlets and check All Cosmetics Wholesale. They always have shadows and pigments, and they always have stuff from like past collections that are discontinued. That's actually where I found my Spiced Chocolate quad. I got it on All Cosmetics Wholesale. So I think that's where I got it, yeah. So I hope that you found this fun and interesting and kind of helpful. I'm also going to be doing a blush overview of all of my MAC blushes. I'm just doing MAC because I feel like that's the most popular and that's really the one everyone wants to see. That's the most of my collection anyway. So if you want to see, I had some requests to do like lipsticks and lip glosses, but I just don't even, that video would probably be like 50 minutes long. I have so many. If I can film it and get through it at a decent time, then I will film it for you guys. But definitely look forward to the blush. So I hope that you guys found this helpful. If you're wondering about the look that I'm wearing, I did kind of like a pin-up-y look. I've been really into these. I'm going to do a tutorial on that, so you don't need to ask for one. I'm going to do that. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!